project manager, Southern Road and Bridge. So I run this division. I do all the road work and dirt work, a lot of cleaning of ditches and creeks and ponds to keep the water flowing. The project was going and clearing a ditch line that was approximately 5 miles long, but we only had a few access points. So to get into the creek, we could go in through one area and the excavators would go through and start clearing the trees and stacking stuff up, but we had no way to get it out. And there wasn't enough room to turn a machine around completely. I was researching for this and I had gotten a card from Randy through Linder. And when I started looking for this Terramac RT14R, it has a rotation, so that was the perfect fit for us. I gave him a call and see if he could help me out. And he got right on it, and I would say within a week, it was sitting on my job site. I was the first one to jump in it, and of course, new toy, I want to play on it. Started swiveling it around in circles, and I was like, yeah, this is badass. So I immediately drove it right down in the creek. It was about 4 foot of water, and I drove it right down in it and just started cutting out down the creek. When I showed up to the excavator operator that was down there clearing, he was just staring at me like, what are you doing? Because I was coming head on at him and there's no room for me to turn around. And as I'm coming at him, I just start turning the whole body, and I backed right up to him. And he loaded me up, and then he jumped out and he was looking at the machine and he was quite excited about it. And, you know, we'd never seen anything like that in real life. So it turned out to be the perfect machine for us. The traditional off-road dump trucks, they're good if you're on hard ground. They're not good when you start getting in muck because they're 6-wheel drive, you know, and they're very heavy. They tend to bury down, and when they get stuck, they're really stuck. And because of being tires, they have a lot of ground pressure. A machine like this has those giant tracks, and they're so wide that you're only, I think, like 12 or 14 pounds of ground pressure per square inch. So you can go right across the mud with no problems. Honestly, even if we're in drier conditions, I'd prefer to use this because you're not making as much of a rut. The off-road trucks, even on dry conditions, 10 or 12 loads passed, and you have to have somebody come grade it out because the ruts are 3 foot deep. This thing, it just floats right across, even hard, you know, even sand or anything, it just goes right across it and it doesn't make a mess. So as far as on the job site, that's one less guy you have to have, you know, run the machine trying to keep the haul road clear. It's something fun to run, and everybody, literally the guys fight over who gets to run it because it's just a blast to run.